Alright, hello everyone and welcome back to another 3v3 fastest map on StarCraft Brood Wars Remastered. We're going to go ahead and jump into replay number 96 today. This is from July 18th of 2021. We've got 4 Protoss, 1 Zerg, 1 Terran. Let's see what we have. Alright. Oh, excuse me. So team number 1. In the top left corner, we've got Dollar, the green Protoss, appropriately. And then across the way, we've got Tanu Kidog, the tan Protoss. And then all the way in the bottom left corner, we've got Dr. Terra, the Navy Terran. That's going to be a really bad spot for him being all by himself. Then team number 2 in the bottom right corner, we've got Caillou Mangelata. Caillou Mangelata. He is the olive Protoss. Then across the way, we've got Mr. Llama, who I think I've seen before. He is the brown Protoss. And then over here is Gas Hog, the orange Zerg. So, Zerg Protoss versus Terran Protoss. So we'll see if the Terran or Zerg makes the difference on their team. Alright, as we check out Gas Hog and what he's got going on, let's check out the APM as we see no one really cracking 100 besides Dollar at this moment. He is just doing it as we speak, and it looks like Tanu Kidog is pretty close behind him, everyone else pretty low. So this could be a little bit of a slow start. So let's go ahead and speed things up as we check out what everyone's doing. We see some early economy and pressure from Green. Looks like he might be looking for some kind of cannon rush the way he's building. Kind of building at like a diagonal line angle. Never seen that before. Alright, here comes Brown with a bunch of gateways, forge, cannon here. Now we've got Blue. Got a few Marines. He's getting a bunch of barracks up. Olive over here getting a few units out of almost 3 gateways now. Alright, we'll slow things down because it looks like something's happening. Alright, Tan cleared something out there. Alright, so I think everyone's just sort of scouting, seeing where things are. I'm trying to see if there's some kind of cannon rush or something going on. Oh, that's what I'm hearing. I was hearing a cannon going off, and it's because that Overlord over there is giving him some worries. So, alright, Green moving out. So no one really doing anything early. Looks like Olive is moving in on Orange now. Or Tan was. Yeah, Olive was not moving in on Orange because they're on the same team. So Tan throws a little bit of an attack. Olive pressures him off of it. And Brown's gonna actually throw up a cannon or two to keep the Zerg safe early on. Smart play. There you go, Brown getting the Cybernetics Core kind of early on. Beating a few other Protoss out for that. I don't see it over here yet. Alright, here's an early fight here. It's Olive and Tan. Olive's got a pretty good amount of Zealots. Not enough to... I think this would be a pretty even fight. And he decides to back off. 6 versus 5 there. Now here comes Green. Just to sort of help out. And they're saying, let's go attack this orange guy. Now this is not good because Brown is actually building some units here to help out. Alright, so while they get ready to attack here, so we're watching this attack. Let's see these upgrades coming in. You see Olive's getting all speed upgrades, attack, and armor. He's really the only one I see doing it right now, so Olive could be a big difference maker in terms of upgrades. Let's see if he does. If it does make a difference or not. They're a ways away though. Orange got a decent setup. He went a little greedy here getting a bunch of drones. He's building more Sunkens. Here comes Olive to help out. I think these Sunkens are in great places where it's a little bit too hard to get to them. Here comes some Zerglings to help out. Oh man, the Gas Hog. Absolutely destroying this attack. And that's a good lesson is, you know, you send in your Zealots thinking that they're going to overwhelm them, but you got to be smart with what you do with them. Because if you don't, they could get taken out like that. So, pretty good defense there by Orange. That should certainly put team number 1 on alert. Blue down here, not doing much of anything. Looks like he... Yep, he is away from his computer. I think I've seen this replay before. Some of these replays I've actually watched before, and I haven't streamed, so this is definitely one of them. Alright, so Blue has basically made this a 2v3 as he's just gone. But at the same time, no one's attacking him, so he is just sitting there collecting resources. Unfortunately, he doesn't have a lot of gas being collected, so it's just mainly minerals. In the meantime, Orange is refortifying, getting himself ready to go. He's looking very dangerous. Here's Teal, or I mean Tan. He looks like he's getting a starport to maybe get a few Corsairs or something. Getting his army together. Still no upgrades. You see Olive getting those attack upgrades coming in, and the armor should not be too far behind. Let's see if we can speed up and see it come in. And man, it feels like an eternity when you're waiting for it. There it is. Alright, so Blue is back now, and he decides to move out to the middle of the field with the few remaining units that he has. This Dark Templar is going to clean house. So Brown now sending a Dark Templar down to Blue. He's got absolutely nothing to defend against that. I don't know what happened. This guy must have just had to leave for a minute or so. Looks like these Dark Templar... see, the thing is, he's no! The Dark Templar does not want to go down there. I feel like if he sent that, that would pretty much be all she wrote. Alright, in the meantime, his teammates, you know, Green looking pretty decent. He's getting some upgrades coming in. He's got some pretty good defense. He's got a lot of gateways. Teal really needs to get his upgrades going, but other than that, he looks like he's pretty decently solid. Alright, here he is coming in with some Corsairs to attack some Overlords. That's a nice little move. Nothing to defend against this right now. Oh, here comes a Mutalisk. Alright, so now he knows Mutalisks are coming in. Tries to pull that Corsair out. Smart play. And those will walk right into the cannons. So Orange is showing his hand at this point. That might give Tan an opportunity to build against this. Looks like he's looking for some drops, maybe. If I were him, I'd be building a lot of Corsairs, trying to build another starport, and trying to get ready for these inevitable Guardians that are be coming in. In the meantime, Blue, finally getting his factories going. He's so far behind. Brown, looking fine. Green's got a lot of units. Does he have any observers to go with his army is the thing. If I were Green and Tan, I would really go for an attack. I don't know who you attack, but you could attack really anyone. Oh, and I think there was a drop that I missed. Yes. Tenakudog is now down to 12 workers. That must have been Brown. I was not paying attention to it. It's a really nice job. Alright, here comes Brown again with another drop. And good thinking by him, seeing that, you know, he's not getting any pressure put upon him. He's got some units at his base. Why not pressure with some drops? Here he comes in on Green. Looks like he's semi-prepared for this. He does get the Templar out. Oh, even with Green reacting really well, he gets in and kills Green. Green does have 28 workers, though. So a little bit better. Oh, in the meantime, here come the Guardians. And he was very ungreedy to get a lot of Devourers to take care of them. So this is probably the beginning of the end. In the meantime, Blue sitting down here, getting his first tanks of the game out. Olive also sitting down here, not really doing too terribly much. Brown, I don't know if he's setting up any more drops or if he's just going... He must be just setting up more drops. There's no reason for him to stop. Yep, look at him. He's getting a ton of shuttles out. If I were green, alright, green moving out with the observer, which is smart. I think it's like very tempting to go after orange, but I think going after brown would be a lot smarter. So, while these Guardians continue to just go after everything, these Corsairs should not be going after the Devourers. In the meantime, green just moving in on orange. Didn't have nearly enough with all of these Zerglings there. Here comes Olive to help out. In the meantime, looks like green has sent enough that these Guardians are going to be killed. Good job by green to help out his partner. In the meantime, he moves more units out. Looks like he's moving across to defend his pal, which is a nice play. In the meantime, you can just feel Brown just salivating at the mouth here. Alright, so Blue's getting out some Valkyries. Those could be helpful, I suppose, but he is not nearly prepared enough for what is about to come his way. He almost had this wall off with the command centers. But again, just a little too late with all of this. Alright, here comes all of his units. He's got one tank that he's defending with all these Marines. Here comes this Templar. Oh, that Templar with that beautiful storm that just basically kills everything. And Blue actually doing a pretty decent job of holding here. He's got tanks coming. Oh, these storms are just destroying so much, though. Alright, so in the meantime, green pushing down to try to help Blue. Blue getting some vultures out. Doing anything that he can. Here are these tanks. Are they sieging up? Oh, these Templar continue to just be a menace to the Terrans. They come around here, trying to throw down some spider mines. He's doing everything he can to fight these Dragoons. In the meantime, Olive trying to save Brown. Oh, and look at this swarm here. All of these Guardians. Zerglings. Oh my goodness. What a beautiful Zerg army there. And with Tenku Dog out, Dollar taps out, and it's not too far away for Dr. Terra to trap out. We've got ourselves a game, folks. Really nice job at the Zerg there. We talked about who was going to be the difference, the Terran or the Zerg. It was the Zerg. And even if Dr. Terra was staying, I don't know if it would have made a difference. I mean, who knows? I don't know why he was gone for so long, but that's the kind of stuff that happens in these games. You just never know, and you've always got to be ready. So, anyways, thank you for joining me. I'm going to try to get a few more replays out as sadly, my vacation ends, but have a great rest of your weekend, and I will catch you on the next replay.